Welcome to another episode of Girl, Come Sit With Me. And today I have a very special guest. I have Dr. Crystal. And Dr. Crystal is not just the owner of a skincare line that most of us already use called VIV Essentials, okay? She is also a chiropractor. Y'all, she's done the work. Yes.
These hands are blessed.
Let them know, okay? Let them know. So today she will be blessing us and reminding us the power of what it's like to level up and staying on that level through consistency. Because sometimes we'll reach a certain level and we just plateau. But Dr. Crystal is allergic to that, okay?
Hey girl, come sit with me. Let's talk about love and identity. We've been breaking chains, healing from pain, laughing through storms and dancing in rain. Hey girl, come sit with me.
So, how are you doing? Absolutely. Now, you know I have to jump right into it.
Okay.
So, when it comes to our physical health, our spiritual health, since you work on holistic health in totality, how do we even know that it's time to work on that? How do we know that we are at an imbalance?
Well, I always say, even though I'm a physician, you are your first doctor. You know when something's not right, something doesn't feel right within your body. And you have the doctors to come over to because we can help you figure out what's going on with you. So it's more of, especially chiropractically, you don't have to have anything wrong with you to go to a chiropractor. A lot of times we hear, typically I go to a chiropractor because, girl, my back hurt, or I'm not feeling good, or it's tied to some kind of discomfort. But chiropractic is a way of life. So it's just making sure that your body is back in tune, because your whole body communicates through your nervous system and your spine. So the miracles that I've seen in chiropractic of babies that have had colic, mommies who weren't able to have a natural delivery, but after receiving chiropractic care during her pregnancy, she was able to push her baby out. The many different miracles of, I've even had patients who had difficulty smelling or hearing and got their adjustments and they were able to get back in line. So it's not about pain. It's not pain-based. It's about just making sure that you are just taking care of yourself. So circling back to your question is just, do you want to be preventative with your health, or do you want to be reactive?
That's real. Because a lot of times we automatically associate the chiropractor with pain management.
Exactly.
That's the whole time. You get in an accident, whether you've been hurt or not, maybe you're trying to sue, get your coins, whatever. The first thing they tell you, hey, go to a chiropractor.
That's right.
So your back hurt, your neck hurt, all these things. But that makes a huge difference. When I was pregnant with my second son, what kept going, he kept knocking my pelvic bone out of alignment. And apparently, I didn't even know that was a thing. When I tell you the way my stress levels decreased, I was able to move better. But who would have thought that stress would minimize just by going to the chiropractor?
Yeah. And one of the things we don't realize is that we carry stress in 3 different ways. We carry stress through our physical stress, through chemical stress, and emotional stress. So all 3 of those stresses, especially in this time of age, everything is stressful. It causes to where our body starts to get out of place. And that's why the bones move out of place. So that's why, Viva Line and Wellness Chiropractic is here to help,
Yes. Yes. And the fact that you have your own practice, what was that like, having to step from working somewhere where you are an employee to now being an entrepreneur? Even though you already had your skincare line, you moved into a private practice. That's a whole different ballgame.
It really is. Just like my reason as to how I got into chiropractic, how I started my business, it was a force. It was a push. My start of my chiropractic business was an unexpected change in my life that God said, okay, you did enough. You worked for her for so many years. Now it's time for you to walk into the vision and the line that I have for you. So I just walked into it. I actually wanted to stay away from chiropractic after I was let go.
Really?
And I don't even want to do this anymore. Forget it. I'm just going to focus on skincare line. But, you have that community that's behind you that's like, no, I need you. Because how many Black chiropractors, let alone Black female chiropractors, do you see?
That part. Just you. Literally.
Literally, it's bigger than me. It's the purpose that has pushed me into starting my own practice, and just walking in it. It's a newborn baby, but I have the experience of almost 13 years of being a chiropractor, so you're in great hands.
See, I knew that. But my next question is, you mentioned how you transitioned into that. But while you were in the other workspace, or even currently now being a minority in your field,
Yes.
how do you, I don't want to put it on you, do you ever experience self-doubt or maybe imposter syndrome or anything of that sort?
Absolutely. When I first became licensed as a chiropractor and going to the different conventions and seeing not really a lot of people that looked like me, I felt small. And it was over the years as I started to do the work on myself through therapy, through prayer, that I started to learn my self-worth. And now I make sure that I don't shrink anymore because I am who I am. So who are you that I should shrink myself for you?
That part, yes. Okay.
You can't take my birthday. You can't take my birthday away from me. You breathe the same oxygen that I breathe. So why am I afraid or feel inferior to you?
That's real. Girl, I love that because it ties right into the whole purpose of VIV. Because I've seen people with eczema, and one of my sons has eczema. When I tell you, it helps. And it's so hard because I don't know if this is the case for everybody with eczema, but my son used to scratch his chest. He still has little marks on his chest, but girl, it helps.
Yes.
And you're increasing people's worth. Just how you said you had to understand your self-worth, so really hone in on your chiropractic work. Girl, you're doing the same thing for other people with your skincare line.
I got to thank my husband for that. Well,
shout out to the husband.
Yes. Because VIV Essentials came along because myself and my children, we battle with eczema. So as a mommy at that time, that was in 2017, where my children were little toddlers. And as a mom, it's like to see your baby.
It hurts your heart.
It hurts my heart. So, we went to the doctors. We got the products off the shelves. And though you would get that temporary fix, it wasn't really changing anything. So I, me being the nerd that I am.
Yes.
So, I want to start doing my research on a natural, holistic route. And that's when I started with making the body butters. And we started to see the changes, and then the soaps, and then the lotions and everything else. And so it was the collaboration of it all that I started to see the change. So like in 2022, 23, my husband's like, you got to help everybody else out there like that. And I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want the responsibility. No. And he's like, no, you have to, because there's people out there like you who need the answer, and they need you out there. So the name, the logo, it's all him.
That is incredible because we all know you off of your logo so much to where we all be like, VIV, VIV. And I'm like, hey, y'all, Dr. Crystal be here. Who? VIV, y'all, VIV. And they like, what? She coming? Yes, y'all. Her name is Dr. Crystal, okay?
It's okay. I love it when I hear VIV or VIV because then, you know the brand. And that's what the goal is, just not just for the brand to be known, but the purpose of helping individuals. And the changes that I see from customers. I see one of my favorites.
Look. Right? Shout out to the engineer. Thank you, Gil.
My goal. So our tagline is to live comfortably in your skin, because we have skin issues. Like we have hyperpigmentation, which is uneven skin tones. We have body acne, stretch marks, eczema, psoriasis, those who just want clean products. And every single line that we have is a reflection of me, because these are the things that I battled with.
Wow.
So once I started to, find the answer, I'm like, okay, well, let's put it out here. Let's help everybody.
Girl, I love that, okay? That is incredible. And one of the things I'm noticing is it ties hand in hand with my field of psychology. It ties hand in hand because there's so many different external factors that can affect our mental health.
Absolutely.
And when we aren't feeling our best, or emotionally we are in a down bad, or we're stressed, things of that nature, it starts to reflect in our bodies.
Yes.
So then we're wondering, oh man, okay, I need to go to a doctor, but what type of doctor? And what if they've never heard of a chiropractor? I had never been to a chiropractor until my second pregnancy. And my midwife, who was very holistic as well, she was like, you need to go to one.
Yeah, the changes. Like I've had and have a pregnant patient who she has severe back pain, like to the point where she couldn't even wear a bra. And so she came in, she got care, and she was able to live her life and feel comfortable. And she went to her OB and she was like, why didn't you tell me to go to a chiropractor? And the chiropractor was like, and the OB was like, well, it's not 99% effective. Like, we don't know if it's going to help. And she's like, nothing
seriously,
is.
exactly. Condoms aren't even 100% effective. What the waka flocka? Make it make sense.
But she was like, Dr. Crystal, the changes, you don't understand how you have helped me where I can wear a bra again. It's the little things we don't realize.
It really is.
Yeah, when we have that dysfunction or that dis-ease internally, it affects us externally. So
it does. And it starts to show, like one of my friends, for her, when she gets stressed, it starts to show with her acne. And for me, I've always, for the most part, had clear skin. So for me, in my head, I'm just like, girl, nobody paying attention to that. What, you got like a dozen bumps on your face? You good? You still pretty? So it doesn't matter. But as pretty as she is, it still makes her self-conscious. And then when you go online and you see like people aren't as nice on social media, so someone can post a fabulous picture and they'll zoom in, oop, her toes poking out them shoes, oop, y'all see all them bumps, or, and it's insane because when we're in spaces like this, people don't do that. We don't do that on a day-to-day basis. Even when we're up here saying, or we're co-working at CoSpace, let them know. And when we're co-working at CoSpace, think about it. We aren't poking out each other's flaws. That's right. We're uplifting each other.
Exactly.
Even watching you put in all the work, y'all, she puts in so much work every day to build her brand. It is insane, and it's motivational. Like, how do you find the time? You're a mom as well. How do you find the time?
So thank God for summer camp.
Okay. Very good.
But I just have to push I look at my children, and I say, I'm doing this for them. I have to be that change. I'm the first entrepreneur in my family.
Oh, girl.
So as far as like my immediate family, my mom, my dad. So I had, I want my children to see that you can do this. Don't ever think that you cannot do anything. Look at your mom. Help me with this. And they're seeing like with the sales and everything. And they're just like, oh my gosh, and I just want my children to know that you can do, it doesn't matter what you look like. You can do whatever it is that you put your mind to, as cliche as it sounds. But
no, that's real.
You can just do it. So every day, by the grace of God, I'm pushed to I got to show up. I have to, because it's not about me. It's about y'all.
It's about them. So then how does that tie into being a wife? So is there ever any times, or are there ever any times where you feel as though something may get tossed to the wayside a little? How do you find a way to balance it out when that happens, if it happens?
That's it's giving my husband his praises. He is very understanding. And it's not just me. Like he's behind the scenes helping me. And so he's the one where I can run it. It's that teamwork. It's that support where I run things past him. Hey, I want to do this. What do you think? Baby, you should do this. We should do that. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. So it's that collaboration where we're working together, where there is no, he's not pushed to the side, like we're doing this. And then we have a cutoff time. All right. He said, all right, it's time for you to go to bed. Okay, I'm going to bed.
Hey, I like that. Very good. Do the phones go on do not disturb and all that?
Absolutely.
Okay, very
Absolutely.
good. I'm just learning that, how to create that boundary with, you know what, do not disturb time. This is my me time. I need to stop, because if not, I'm going to keep going. My brain, y'all, this podcast has turned into, like how you said, your baby.
Yes.
It's my baby. My brain is constantly thinking of ways of, oh, this happened to me. I bet you somebody else can learn from this. Let me do an episode about it. Or I may meet someone like how I was able to meet you.
Yes.
It's going to be these moments where I cannot shut it off, so I have to force myself to do it. So that do not disturb, clutch.
Listen, because the burnout is real. The burnout is real.
And I'm allergic.
Yes.
I'm allergic. That burnout is so real. And the fact that you are navigating through 2 different businesses in 2 different spaces.
Yeah.
Granted, they're both based on wellness.
Yeah.
It's still 2 completely different spaces. And you're probably promoting or advertising to 2 different target groups. So how do you make them merge?
Well, both of them kind of go hand in hand to me because it's dealing with that holistic care. So it's the letting them know, because even though I have the products to help with flare-ups, or it's not replacing that eczema is an internal issue. So you have internal changes, and it could be as little as we don't even know, but it does occur where when you're out of balance, it causes that dysfunction that's going on with the gut health. So getting that in line along with, hey, I'm putting the right products on the outside.
Wait, so my gut health, wait now. Okay, wait a minute. Because, see, I just started working back out on my little gut now. So, okay, so all of that is based on, so between my hormones, so I know hormonal imbalances, between that, what I'm eating and what I'm putting on the outside. So I have to make sure that I include that in my me time, basically.
Absolutely. And making sure that you're getting that computer system rebooted, which is your nervous system, getting your spine aligned. So it's just like chiropractic doesn't replace the necessary tools, the exercise and the nutrition. It's a good addition to it.
Okay.
So it doesn't replace, but it absolutely adds life to you. It's the reason why there's a lot of our Caucasian people that neighbors that have been in chiropractic, and you will see they're like really elderly, that's still going to the chiropractor because it's adding years to your life. You're getting that alignment. You're removing that interference. That's what we call the interference that's going on with the spine.
Okay.
So it's taking that nerve pressure off, and now your body can communicate well.
Is that why we have that sound? So y'all know what I'm talking about. That sound, that little click, click.
That crack, crack, crack,
little
crack.
crack sound.
Yeah, that's just gases being released from the joint.
Oh, so basically, my body is gassed all the time with all these things. Okay, so it's a bone burp. I like that.
Okay.
It's bone burps. Okay, there we go.
Not that type of gas, but like, nitrogen, oxygen, those gases that are already in our body, they start to build up in the joint. You get the alignment and you hear it release.
So then, does that help our nervous system when you see, I've seen people, I have a friend who's in this building, I won't say any names, but they do the whole little neck tilt thing.
No.
And it cracks. All you hear is all these bone burps. Y'all know. All these bone bursts. How does that?
So they're doing that self-manipulation, but that's the biggest no-no, because when I studied, so I know the bone is in a certain direction. So I'm putting it in the proper direction. When you are just self-manipulating yourself, you don't know which direction you're going in, so you could possibly cause more harm. But then those ligaments and tendons that attach to your spine get stretched and injured, and now you have, over years, you start to lose that range of motion. You get the stiff neck. Oh my gosh, you start getting headaches, speeding up arthritis. Yeah, so come to the expert.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So we are going to make sure we come see you because, girl, I'm over here just clutching my pearls.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You're hurting yourself.
Well, I don't do it. I'm allergic. I don't even like the sound. And what if I break my neck when I do it? It's just a thing.
You don't want to hurt yourself.
See? Exactly. Okay, so then let's see your knee burps. Hey, see, listen, child, y'all, I done hit a certain age where every now and then I could drop it low and pick it back up. The issue is you gonna hear it when it comes back up sometimes. You gonna hear it every now and then. That's okay. But
that's because you need to start taking that WD-40 of the joints, which is your collagen. Whole body collagen helps lubricate the joints.
Oh,
so whole body collagen, yeah. So we think, you hit collagen, you're like, my skin is good.
That's what I was thinking, right?
It's together, but it's more than that. It's lubricating your joints.
What? Yeah. That is insane. So then should I take collagen pills or?
Powder, whichever.
Really?
As long as it's high quality collagen, whole body collagen.
That is insane. Girl, look, thank you for coming to sit with me. I do have Okay. Oh, VIV should have collagen.
I should. In the working. Vegan, yes.
Because your brand is already
vegan.
Y'all, our products are vegan. They're clean.
Clean products.
Clean.
No chemicals.
No dirties.
No dirties.
No dirties. So I do have one last question.
Okay.
When it comes to leveling up, and I mean in totality, since you focus on all of that, and total wellness, what would be advice that you would give that you think is just something that people don't think to tell others when it comes to us focusing on our health holistically?
I would say to really invest some time in yourself and know that don't take life for granted, right? We start to feel like, well, you know, for me, I know I'm getting to 40, but I feel like I'm still in my 20s. But I have to realize that the body is starting to break down. There's changes that's occurring. And though from previously, you know, you can work so much that you don't really take care of yourself. But take that time to just invest in yourself. So if you need to get away, make sure that you have the right products that you're putting internally. When I'm a FAMU grad. Hey, Rattler.
Oh, because we strike again.
I would never forget, I had a professor who said, y'all like to put that Nike on the outside, but you don't like to put that Nike on the inside. You spend the money to look good externally, but don't really invest on the internal. So invest on the internal, invest in yourself, root for yourself, cheer for yourself, because it's important. It's important.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. And you're also, Dr. Crystal made it where she gets to help me fulfill a dream right now. So every single one of you will be leaving with a goodie bag. Yes. But the girl, come sit with me goodie bag. And y'all, get this. One of the things in the goodie bag is a sample of one of her body butters. Yes. So here's my dream. Here's my Oprah moment. Are you ready? You get a butter, you get a butter, you get a butter, you get a butter, you get a butter. Everybody gets butter. Yes. So thank you so much. I already know this episode is going to be so impactful. This is incredible.
So you can find me on IG and Facebook. The VIV Essentials is VIV Essentials Skincare. And the chiropractic is VIVAW Chiro.
So yes, you all can find it there.